What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest video. This one is on a concept called regret minimization framework. So this is a concept that I first heard of from Jeff Bezos, who is the founder and owner of Amazon, obviously the huge retail company. You guys know what Amazon is. Jeff Bezos, when he was making the decision between starting Amazon, going out on his own and starting a company, he was in a really solid, great, I think, computer science job, and he was very stable with that. He had a wife, and he was choosing between taking this certain safe path or going out and starting a business, which was this risky path. He had no idea if it would work. Obviously, that looks a little bit silly now that Amazon has been so successful, but at the time, that's a huge risk, right? To risk a lot of your own money and capital and time to do something that could potentially fail. So Jeff decided to come up with a framework for making that big decision in his life. He decided to look at it through what he called the regret minimization framework, where he projected his life out to age 80, and he said, what would minimize the regret for 80-year-old me? What would 80-year-old me regret the least? Would 80-year-old me regret trying? Would 80-year-old me regret trying a business and failing? Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. Would 80-year-old me regret not ever trying business and just staying on this safe path? Absolutely. 80-year-old me would regret the hell out of that, is what Jeff Bezos decided. So that, looking at it through that lens, through that frame, made it really easy for Jeff to make this huge decision. Obviously, the rest is history. He started Amazon, and it's been the most successful company of all time, I think. So where can you use this regret minimization framework in life? I think you have obvious big choices, maybe you're choosing between two jobs, maybe you're choosing between two completely different career paths, maybe you're choosing between different people to be in a relationship with, something like that. Those are obvious choices where you can use this regret minimization framework, and I advise that you do so. I think there are also areas where you don't necessarily realize you're making a choice, right? So you're in a job right now, and you may not be presented with another option. It's not just going to be presented to you, but it is a choice to stay in that role, right? You can go out and look at other options. You could quit today. I don't necessarily recommend that, but you can. So many things in life are a choice, and we don't necessarily realize it. So where can you use this regret minimization framework in order to not only make choices when there are two big options presented in front of you, or maybe several, but where you are making a kind of not a conscious choice, but you are making a choice to stay in something or to avoid something that you could be doing. So look at your 80-year-old self. What would that person tell you? And use that to make decisions in life. Regret minimization. Do it.